Alright, Schlockmeister fans, we're going to watch another horror movie from the late 80s, The Unholy. Let's check it out. So this priest, Father Dennis I think his name, is praying, and all of a sudden this demon, whose name is Desiderus, appears and is trying to tempt him. He gives in to her and kisses her. And this demon kills people, kills sinners while they're in the act of sinning. Priests can't kiss women. 3 years later, Father Michael is helping a guy hurt in an accident.
Father, John Michael, you're in danger. She wants you. Help me.
Shortly after, he's brought in to try to stop a jumper from jumping.
It's just this high from here. I'm going in now. I'll let you know when we're alone.
The guy's name is Claude. Now watch closely. That's Trevor Howard. He's a priest too. For reasons no one can escape, he survives the 14-story fall. So they give him his own parish, Father Dennis's old parish. Priest who got killed.
I take care of everything.
Hello.
I see the bishop decided to open the church after all.
Father Michael meets Millie. She's at this, like, Satan-worshipping club or something.
Father Michael.
He's taken over Father Dennis's church.
Millie comes by to tell him what she knows.
I told him I gave myself to the devil. To Luke. See, he owns a club I work at. I gave myself to him body and soul.
At night he looks out his window and it appears that he sees Desideria, that sexy demon again.
That's just an act. You know, hey, I don't believe in you, Dad, Joe.
This guy runs that satanic club. Luke.
Yeah, I admit, I made my money, Father, but what started out as a gimmick.
Weird stuff starts to happen to Father Michael. The parish has a dog. Had a dog. Right away, Father Michael thinks Luke did this.
They can open it again.
And I don't know nothing about your dog. Get this man out of here. And I don't want you messing with Millie. You mess with Millie's head, you might end up like that dog.
Hal Holbrook.
I do understand. You must fight the devil. What are you talking
He's
about?
apparently been chosen.
Devils?
His pants.
Millie is now in an institution.
He tried just like my daddy did. My daddy showed me, he said I was a good girl. But then he made me hold it and he held me till I...
Father Michael's having some funky dreams. Snakes! He gets a call from a long distance.
Father Dennis. Is this some kind of joke? I'm waiting for him in hell.
Not.
Millie shows up
I
scared.
don't know where I'll go, what I'll do if you don't let me stay here tonight. Father, please, I feel safe with you. Listen to me. The unholy may remain on earth out of hell so long as no one resists its temptations. The unholy kills the sinner in the act of sinning and sends another soul to hell. The unholy thrives on purity.
Millie is a pure virgin, so she figures the only way to save herself is to have sex.
Don't.
Father, please make love to me.
Luke goes to see a fortune teller.
What is it? Hey, what's going on? What do you see?
Father Michael returns to his parish to find this. That is Luke, I believe. or what's left of him. Notice the man sitting behind him.
They push you out the window.
It's Claude,
She killed Father Collins.
the guy from the ledge.
She killed Father Dennis, and she is not gonna kill you because I'm not afraid of her anymore.
Something happens to Claude and he's not going to last long. He pukes his guts out, literally.
At last, Desiderius, the Unholy has chosen your church. This is where you must do battle.
Desiderius shows up again to try to tempt Father Michael. At one point, it looked like he was going to grab her right tits, but instead, he's able to resist her. Good for him. I couldn't. What the hell is that? Little demons. They crucify him to this altar. Things get even weirder now. Millie shows up, and the creature, Desiderius, is now this creature again and is tempting her. Yes.
Give me your strength.
He pulls himself from the crucifixion, blasts one of the midget demons, blows out the church windows, kicking ass. So Desiderius is driven away. Father Michael wins, although he lost his eyes.
God,
But that's
your eyes.
our movie. All right, let's talk about the Unholy, digitally restored collector series put out by Lionsgate. Okay, Lionsgate. Thank you, Lionsgate. Anyway, The Unholy. It's a movie that I either recorded off a cable or rented and copied, probably in 1989. It's a 1988 movie, I think. I do remember seeing some parts of it. I always remember the scene of that demon with basically see-through outfit, which was kind of nice when you're a teenager and seeing something like that. Always a cool scene. Still a cool scene, mind you. She only did one other movie, did this woman, by the way. Anyway, so we have this naked demon who's killing priests in, I don't know, whatever city they're in. And we have this guy, Father Michael, played by Ben Cross. He's trying to help this guy who's out on a ledge, and the guy on the ledge pulls him out and throws him off the building, presumably dead. Well, it turns out somehow Father Michael survives this fall from quite a distance. Nobody can explain why. He must have been saved by God or something. Who knows? Nonetheless, this demon Desiderius is what it calls itself, is trying to get him. Now, they end up giving him a parish, his own parish, which happens to be where the first priest got killed. And then, like, this demon thing is hanging around this particular parish, I guess. There's these local satanic groups that perform all these rituals and stuff. However, the lead guy says, hey, it's just a gimmick. It's a bunch of shit. I just do this for the money, this sort of thing. Then there's this woman named Millie who thinks some demon is after her, but only because she's pure and a virgin. So she offers herself to Father Michael, who refuses her. By the way, that scene, she kind of pulls down her top or opens her bathrobe and she's topless there. If you look online on the internet, you can actually see some topless photos of her, or at least this boob you could see. But in this particular version, they panned up a little bit. You cannot see any nipple in this one, but online you can see it. So maybe on the old VHS, you can see her nipple if you're interested in Millie's nipple. Anyway, ultimately, this Desiderius chick shows up again near the end and is trying to tempt Father Michael. Now, the way this thing works is this demon only kills people while they're sinning. So she's basically there to tempt him. And she is quite tempting looking, if I don't say so myself. And the father, it looks like he's going to grab her tit at one point, but then he pulls back, tosses her aside, then starts to choke her and knocks her to the ground. Well, then the creature turns into two other little creatures, these two little tiny demons, and they start attacking him, and they basically crucify him. Then Desiderius turns into this weird walking four-legged thing. Millie shows up, and the thing starts tonguing her, and then Father Michael's like, give me strength, God, give me strength, and he pulls his hands out of the crucifixion thing, and ultimately he's able to defeat Desiderius, and that's that's kind of our film. So anyway, I honestly wasn't all that impressed with this movie. I watched another movie earlier today called The Unnameable, which was not that great either, but it was better than this one, I think. I don't know. This movie just didn't do it for me for whatever reason. It's got some nudity in it, some nice nudity. It's got a fair amount of gore, and some of the gore is pretty good, actually, but I think I just found the story a little slow. I don't know. I didn't think it was all that great, but I gotta say, Lionsgate, you did one hell of a job with this Blu-ray. It looks fantastic. And there's all kinds of audio commentary from the director. There's some interviews with various people. A featurette, Sins of the Father, with Ben Cross. There's way more things for this thing than you'd ever imagine. This is what DVD and Blu-ray was meant for, putting stuff like this in there. So if you're a fan of The Unholy, you're definitely going to want to pick this one up because it's an unholy masterpiece, put it that way. So anyway, that's it. It's The Unholy. Let me know what you think about it. Is it better than what I thought it was? Tell me. Leave some comments and we'll argue about it. The Unholy. Watch it. Bye.